When people hear romance or slice of life anime, they usually think of animes like Horimiya, Toradora, or even Violet Evergarden. But let me tell you, 2022 is gonna have some complete bangers, and honestly, it starts off with a twist. I just watched the first couple episodes of My Dress Up Darling, and it is honestly taking me by surprise. Let me start by saying, although I enjoy romance and slice of life animes, a show about cosplay and Hinata sounds like some hot trash to me. Usually this doesn't fall into my realm of slice of life or romance, but leave it to an anime to somehow turn this into a really good story. The anime is about a very timid, somewhat of a pushover guy named Gojo. Remember, I'm not talking about your Mr. Pretty Boy, Jujutsu Kaisen domain expansion guy, or your freaking paper tower Gojo. I'm talking about a guy that got traumatized as a kid because his friends found out he loved traditional dolls. And this led him into becoming a loner and pretty much the guy he is today in the story. As Gojo sits through class, he wonders what it's like to be like Kitagawa, the beautiful, super trendy, popular girl in school. Kitagawa really isn't afraid to display her love for anime or gaming, and as you can tell, these two live in completely different worlds. One day after school, Gojo gets caught lacking by Kitagawa in the crafts room while he was sewing some dresses for Hinata that he was trying to help his father make. This ends up being the actual turning point, and turning for the better since Kitagawa wants to become a cosplayer, but she lacks several skills to make her cosplayer. Honestly, if you see the nonsense that she tries to get away with the show, you'd honestly just look down on her. She was making some complete nonsense in considering it an outfit. And realizing that the two can benefit from each other, the two form an unlikely duo with different goals in mind, one trying to grow out of their shell and start doing things for themselves, while the other is trying to realize their dream. And honestly, I can't wait to see the type of relationship our MCs will build with each other, but I can definitely say it'll be worthwhile. I will say, warning, there is some slight, fan service in there. I don't know how some of you feel about that, but just know it exists. Not as much as the manga, but it exists. Next on the list, we have the third season to Teasing Master Tatagi-san. When I tell you this anime is so slept on, Teasing Master Tatagi-san is another rom-com that takes place in middle school. The premise for this anime is very simple, which is what makes it so enjoyable. You have Nishikata and Takagi who have been friends for a really long time. Usually when you have friends you've known for a while, you start to learn what makes them tick, how they move, how they operate. In Nishikata's case, Takagi knows way too much, and Takagi loves to tease Nishikata on a daily basis. She teases him because it's funny, but it also leads her to being able to spend more time with him because Nishikata is always trying to figure out a way to outsmart her, so she's getting to spend some quality time with this man while getting to tease him at the same time. And Nishikata's problem is he's never beating her even once. This anime allows you to get a little bit of fresh air, smell the grass, touch the grass, feel the dirt, you feel me? As these two battle it out and start to get closer to each other. The first two seasons were absolutely fantastic, and season 3 is also shaping up to be a must watch. The next anime actually falls under a similar style, and it's Love is War. Love is War season 3 comes out in the spring, and if you haven't hopped on the wave by now, honestly, you should. This show takes rivalries to the absolute highest level. I don't think the MCs know what submission is. This anime has some of your generic tropes while also adding a twist on how it plays out. In Shuchin Academy's student council, you have the top student in the nation, Shirogane, as president, and you have the daughter of an elite family, Kaguya, as VP. So Shirogane got to his spot as president, by putting in absolute work, just grinding. And he's respected by all. And you have Kaguya, who's an elite, and she she does everything. She's good at everything she does. So these two definitely sound like, the perfect power couple, giving me some Jay-Z and Beyonce vibes. But the crazy thing is, they both feel the same way about each other, but they're afraid to admit it. So, instead of having a normal conversation, sitting down, or going out to eat, going to the movies, some type of date where, they confess their love for each other, instead, they go in an all-out battle trying to get the other person to confess their love. So this show takes you on an absolute roller coaster as you try to stay strapped into all the craziness that is Love is War, and I promise you, you will love every minute of it. And I just can't wait to see what season 3 holds. The creators of Teasing Master Takagi-san are coming out with a new anime this summer called When Will Ioma Make His Move? If it's anything like Teasing Master Takagi-san, we know it's about to be absolute gas. I don't know much about it, but I know that if they're even remotely similar, I'm definitely going to enjoy it, so probably so will you. This anime is about Tanaka Ioma. He's a first year who quits the Kendo Club to join the Shogi Club. The president of the Shogi Club, Yatomi Irishi, is excited to finally get someone to play against and nurture, in the world of Shogi. Which, fun fact, if you like Shogi or you're interested in it, you should definitely watch Mark Comes In Like a Lion. But we can get into that in another video. But the thing about this is, she never thought that she would have a student be so direct in their feelings about her. So these two build like an interesting but wonderful, heartwarming relationship as we wait for Ioma to beat Urushi in a game so he can confess his love. The thing is, this man is going in with like zero experience, so he's starting from a novice level, and she's considered someone like the best for her age. And he pretty much made a deal that sounds impossible, so like, will he confess his love? We don't know. Is it possible? Yeah, anything's possible, but honestly, we'll see. So I'm really excited about it. If you thought 2021 was heat, 2022 is coming the same exact way. And I can't wait to see what new surprises come our way. But with that, it's been your boy, Mr. Hotshot, signing off. Peace.